What's up, guys? I want to show you a little process for anyone who's dealing with a PICC line on how you kind of go about taking a shower. Obviously, it's very difficult with this and the line in. It goes into the medicine ball, which you guys can see here. The medicine ball is almost empty. That's why it looks like this, so it's ready to be changed. But usually when I'm going to change it, I take a shower, just good timing because I'm taking it out. So I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So anytime you're interacting with it, obviously you need to wear gloves and try to keep it as sanitary as possible. Obviously this line is going into my bicep and directly into my heart. So if you get any kind of bacteria or anything like that, in the end, it can go into your heart directly, which obviously can be a problem, right? So I always wear the gloves, and I got big macho hands, so the large gloves don't fit anymore. Cool. So down here at the bottom, you'll see there's a little connection that I can separate anytime I'm making a change of the medicine. Obviously, you got your little alcohol pad. I'll go ahead and take that out and prepare it in my right hand. And then I come down here to the end, and I'm gonna just go ahead and unscrew it. And the medicine is done. I'm not gonna be reusing this again, so this can just be used as trash. And then I take this on the end and just wipe it for 30 seconds. Or the lady said, as long as it takes you to get through the entire happy birthday song, right? So I'm not gonna bore you in the video of doing it the entire time, but you get the idea. Keep it nice and clean. And then, since I'm not initially connecting the medicine right away, because I want to be able to take a shower, and taking a shower with the ball is very difficult, they give you these little alcohol caps that you can put on the end of it, which are very convenient. So I can just open that alcohol cap up, make sure this didn't touch anything, obviously, screw it onto the end, and there we go, nice and safe and sanitized. So now what I can do is pull it all the way up. I don't need the gloves anymore because everything's all, connected and sanitized, so I can take the glove off. I kind of reroute it through my shirt a little bit, and now you can see what I have here. And if you want to kind of take a look at what it looks like on my arm. So now what I do is I wrap it around my arm, right? Not too tight because I don't want to pinch it or anything. And I just kind of quote unquote tie it up a little bit so it kind of holds it in place. And then they give you these very convenient like net sleeves. And so I just pull it over my arm. Again, it keeps falling out, but not a big deal. I pull it over my arm to kind of make it cover it up as best as I can. And then I just take this little piece and I tuck it in. Makes it nice and easy to kind of just hold it like in a nice, convenient way without it being too annoying. I like to pull the net above the bandage. And the reason why is I'm about to put some cellophane on it, and I want to make sure the cellophane is working because you can't get this wet at all. So if I have the net over it, when I take the cellophane off and the net is a little wet, then I know I made a mistake. And like, okay, next time I need to be more careful because if this is wet, then that means the sticker or the bandage or whatever you call it would be wet too. So I'll make it nice and comfortable for me, right? Looks good, awesome. And then I take some cellophane. And I'm doing, all this myself. Obviously, I left some stuff, so I had to have my girl help me. But take some cellophane off. I just put it onto my arm, just like this, and I wrap it. And I have to do this every single day. So you got to be able to do it by yourself. It's kind of inconvenient, but once you kind of figure it out, you can get it wrapped up. So I just kind of tuck it a little bit, do the best I can, and then once it connects, then we're good. And then I just wrap it around like 3 or 4 times. I try not to get it too deep in my armpit because I want to wash my armpit, obviously. So I just kind of wrap it up nice and tight as best I can. When I get 3 or 4 wraps, I just tear this bad boy off, right? And then I get it off my elbow so my elbow can bend so I can wash myself properly. And then I just take this part and I wrap it nice and tight. And then I just form it to my arm to make it as tight as humanly possible. And so I can kind of tuck it in a little bit, kind of protect it. So you got this little saran wrap around it, kind of like if you're doing a tattoo. When you get a new tattoo, when I had my arm, I had the same kind of idea, right? And then when I wash, I just make sure I try to keep this arm out of the water as much as humanly possible. And then I'll wash this arm first. I'll just put my armpit up under the water to an angle to not let it get wet, and then just wash the bottom part of my arm, and then wash everything else on one side in the water and just keep my arm out the entire time. But that's kind of the process of what it takes to take a shower with a PICC in your arm.